So tomorrow is the big day. Are you nervous at all?
You know what? It's a good nervous. I'm nervous, energy with one that want to see what we've done and everything. So it's a good nervous. But yeah, I'm anxious. I've worked so hard for like the last 2 years and getting this thing to the point where now it's coming out. I just want everyone to watch it. It's really, really good. I worked hard getting this new Kanye West featuring Charles record, brand new record that they'll be able to hear with a 2-hour movie associated with it. So I want everyone to see it, you know?
Now, could you talk a little bit about how this all came, season 2, how did it all come together, especially with brothers? Now, was it originally, do you have a story planned out and then you choose the music that closely associates with the story, or is it vice versa? And how did Kanye get involved?
With brothers, I just went out and reached out to Kanye in October of 2017. That's how early it was.
Oh, wow.
And just convincing him to just do a record. So we gave him really 15, 20 different ideas, and he chose brothers. And it already had a hook associated to it. So when he chose that, my mind immediately started working on the episode of how we could bring the episode to life that's based off the song. So it all really just came together. Once he decided to do it and told me, Gotti, yeah, we're going to do this, it's like that's when it all came together.
Okay. Now, working as you're a writer, you're a director, you also do producing, are you able to, when it comes to directing, are you able to separate yourself from the writer and the producer part and just focus on the directing and how you want it to look?
Well, in actuality, I'm involved in all forms of what you said, the writing, directing, and producing. What I do usually is I come up with the storyline and I create the story of which I want the episode and how it will flow and everything like that. Then I hand that over to a writer who then makes it perfect in a writer's form. But I work with them every step of the way, tweaking up tweaking up the script, tweaking up everything to get it to my vision. Then Visionary Ideas is my production company, which produces sales. So I'm involved in all facets of the production of the episode. And then I'm the director, and I direct.
Okay. Now,
so I'm basically everything. And I also do all of the music. Me and Chink Santana do the scoring and all of the music. Everything that you hear in there is me and Chink Santana.
Oh, wow. So you're wearing all the hats. You own the hat store.
Yeah, but you know what? It's really good because it makes you learn. So I can honestly sit here and tell you, like me as a filmmaker, I've come so far that I can make films now, and I know exactly what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? When you first doing it, I leaned on people for a lot of help, but I've learned so much in the past 3 years. I can now say, okay, I'm a filmmaker, and I'm ready to make films.
Oh, wow. So will we now see you
when you see Brothers, everything from the cinematography to the art direction to the costume designing, I had a hand in everything.
Okay.
So when you see, them wearing something, I pick that. I pick that color. I pick the palette that was going into it. I could have a conversation with you about how I actually made it and put it together.
Oh, that's incredible. So would you say the overarching...
I'm extremely happy with how everything turns out.
So would you say the overarching goal for you is to now do the huge feature films for theater?
Yeah, I already have a movie deal with Paramount to direct and produce my first feature film,
Oh, wow, that's exciting.
It's already in the pipeline. Yeah, I got another TV series called Trap Queens. It'll be like Tales, but just a regular series. I have my Murder Inc. TV series based on my life that's coming. I'm a busy man. I'm a happy man. I'm doing what I love, and I'm a very busy man nowadays.
So I was wondering, do you have any kind of writing process that you go through? Is it you in the mornings you find it more to write in the mornings, or is it afternoon type, or you're a night man?
It's whenever God hits me with what to do. So a lot of times God hits me when I'm asleep, to be honest with you. He gives me ideas when I'm asleep. So when I wake up, I'll get on the computer and put it down, put the idea down, or even on my phone and just write it out, whatever's in my head, and get it out.
That's good as well. And then, do you ever dream? Like, have any dreams that then inspire your writings?
Yeah, I get dreams all of the time. I get dreams, and it's most of a lot of my ideas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had a dream before I reached out to Kanye about him giving me a record, and that's why I reached out to Kanye. Like, God messes with me in a unique way, and I give it to God because I'm sleeping.
Right.
So it's not like I'm up and I'm actively thinking about something. I come up with the idea. If your idea comes to you when you're dead sleeping in your unconscious state, who else can you give it to but God? It has to be a higher power.
Right. That's a great blessing. Now, also what I love about Tales is that there's different genres of hip hop. Is there anything when you was from season 1 to season 2, any artists that you just now you became familiar with and you was like, oh, I really like that music, and you decided to add it into an episode, like Extension or anyone?
Well, the one thing I'll say between season 1 and season 2 is I wanted to involve young America more. Mm-hmm. I wanted young artists to be involved with Tales and show them that this isn't just for my generation, but it's for all. So that's why you see with this breakdown of songs, I got 4 new generation, 4 old generation, and then BET wanted me to introduce 2 R&B records to potentially do Tales R&B, which is My Life by Mary J. Blige and Lauryn Hill's X Factor. It's 4 new generation, 4 old generation, and 2 R&B. That's compromise. That makes up for 10 episodes.
That's incredible. I like the mixture of everything, and that the storytelling.
Yeah. And Tales is for everybody, man. Like females, males, white, black, Spanish, Indian, Asian. It doesn't matter. It's for everybody.
Well, that's also really good as well. Now, each story that you have is like the level of suspense. Is that something that you would say is your overall, your writing is that you would go in that suspense genre? Will we see anything that is heavily laced in romance, maybe with a more happier ending compared to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of morbid because, I associate love with death. I'm like, every good love story, someone dies, has to die. But I'm tackling like this season with Ghetto Boys Mind Playing Tricks on Me. I tackled the horror genre. Mm-hmm. So I definitely want to do next season. I want to do a comedy. I want to do just a sappy romance that's all good and nothing dark or whatever like that. I definitely want to capture every single aspect of filmmaking and bring it to Tales. Sci-fi, futuristic shit, mm-hmm. I want to tackle all of the genres of filmmaking, for sure.
That's good. I like that. Is there any genre that you would say that you're more excited to tackle than, say, the others?
The comedy. I want to make a funny episode. You know what I'm saying? I want to pick a song and deliver a funny storyline and have a comedic writer come in and just make everyone laugh their asses off. You know what I'm saying? Right. I think that would be real dope for Tales because they'll never see it coming.
Now, about with the different directors. Now, you've worked with many different directors, and now you're making your directorial debut. Was there any type of pressure at first, or was you just ready to go at it?
Oh, I was ready to go at it. I'm a person that I like pressure. Mm-hmm. Like, because when you're in a situation, that means you could gain something or whatever. That means something is on the line. If you live life and there's no pressure, you're not really living a good life, and you're not really going after something or trying to move ahead. So I like flinging myself into pressure situations and then delivering in that pressure situation because then I'll get rewarded. So everyone that's listening, love pressure situations.
Right. Now, is there any type of way how you pick your different screenwriters? Because you deal with a lot of different screenwriters.
Well, I talk to them, I interview them, I talk to them. We usually go to dinner or lunch, and I pick their brains on whatever the topic is to see if they're knowledgeable about the topic.
Okay. Now, is there...
So it is a process.
Is there any artist that you would say, alive or dead, that you would have loved or love to work with in terms of the music aspect of Tales?
Tupac.
Oh.
And I can't work with him because he's gone, but I definitely would like to do one of his songs. I've tried each season, and, his estate was in like a little shambles after his mom died.
Right.
Where her husband, who she was going to divorce, I think he tried to stake claim, so it left the state in a weird space. But I definitely want to do a Tupac record, for sure.
Wow. Incredible. So back to Brothers, can you just say what would be probably your proudest moment from the episode without spoiling anything?
My proudest moment from the Brothers episode is, one, getting Kanye to give me that record, right?
Right.
So, first and foremost, thank you, Kanye, for doing the record and giving me the record. But two, I just really love how the father-son relationship of the storyline and the brothers coming together storyline. It truly is a coming together, brotherly love, father-son love episode. And it's I think everyone is going to identify with the family aspect of it and the brotherly love coming together aspect. And I think they're really going to enjoy it, like really, really enjoy it.
Okay. Now, was there any other artist that you at first was giving you like a difficult time, but you was able to secure that song?
Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg deep cover, I had to call Dr. Dre, who gave me his blessing. And it was a great conversation that I had with Dr. Dre. I got so much love for Dre, and, it was just a great conversation of me and Dre reuniting our friendship, you know what I'm saying, and him blessing me and giving me clearance for the record.
Okay. And as a takeaway, what do you want fans to take away from the premiere episode?
I just, first and foremost, before they take away anything, I just want them to enjoy it. I want that 2 hours, I want them to be entertained, and I want them to enjoy the episode first and foremost. And then if they could take away anything, is that friendship and brotherhood means something. So maybe someone that you may be at odds with that is like a close friend of yours, maybe don't throw that friendship away and maybe come back and see if y'all can work things out and get back on your brotherly love, especially if they're family.
Okay. Now, in the future, what else do we have to look forward with your work? Any new music, anything?
Well, I mentioned it. I have a movie with Mount that's coming. I have a tour with Murder Inc. that's coming. I have the Murder Inc. documentary and a Murder Inc. series, all with Live Nation that's coming. I have another series with BET called Trap Queens is coming. I have a Tales Search, which is a music where I go from city to city and look for new talent that's coming. I have, Tales R&B, potentially Tales Country that's coming.
Oh.
I have some sitcoms. That's coming that I paired up with this big sitcom producer that's coming with Shaquille O'Neal and Shoni O'Neal. It's a lot.
Right.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
That's just to name like a few. It's more though. You know what I'm saying? But it's Visionary Ideas is going to be a humongous content providing entertainment company.
Wow. That sounds incredible. That is great.
Yeah,
you are booked and busy.
Yeah, I'm busy and I ain't slowing down.
Yeah. That is incredible. Thank you so much for speaking to me.
Okay, thank you for having me. And everybody, tomorrow, July 2nd, 9 p.m., man, tune in, watch Tales on BET. And you know what I'm saying? If you follow me on the Instagram or hit me on Instagram at Irv Gotti 187 and let me know how you liked it.
Great. Thank you.
I love the feedback, all right?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
You.